I wanna run away. I think I'll go back to that place I stay. Play on the server the TimeShot way.
Hello, people. It's Poe, and we're back on TimeShot, and again, as there have been for the last several episodes, lots of updates, which is good and bad. It's good and bad because, like, for example, it's bad because I'm taking so long to get updates out to you, which, to be honest, like, my recording is not up to snuff with my uploading. That's the word. So, I mean, like, I need to get on a better schedule, and that's probably going to happen soon. As you guys know, I am currently unemployed from my full-time job, which means more dedication and more work on the YouTube channel, which is a good thing. And lots more time to work on projects like these. So, for example, all the roofs have been now sort of completed on my little pirate village here, but I might reconsider it. There's a lot that I want to reconsider here. So I look at this village, and no matter how I look at it, no matter what angle I look at it from, whether it's like directly like this, or whether it's from afar, whether it's from up high, whether it's down low, it's all very one note. It's very monotone. It's very brown. It's all spruce. Everything's spruce pillars, spruce planks, spruce roofs. Now there is some oak mixed in, and of course some stone brick and even some black stone, but it's still kind of all monotone. It's still all very much one note. And so I would like to reconsider the color scheme. I would want to do something maybe even pretty drastic. Now, one of the ideas I thought about was actually using warp planks. They're blue. They're a very aquamarine-ish kind of blue. But doing the roofs in blue, and then because that wouldn't look very good with the rest of the oak and the stone brick and stuff, I'd have to redo the oak into something else. Potentially a form of black stone, and then see how that looks. So my buildings would all be black, pure black, and then blue roofs, which would be very, very, very different than anything that I've ever built in Minecraft. But then again, Red Cube Season 1, I had a blue roofed building, so maybe not so different. We're going back to our roots. But right now, like, look at this. It's just all spruce. I don't quite like how it's turning out. But apart from the color being off and not to my liking, I do like how the general feel of it is coming along. I don't have the blocks to finish this, but ultimately I want to be able to link it up so that you can sort of run from building to building without having to really do some parkour here. The idea to run from building to building is one that I've always really enjoyed building, and coming up with ideas to do that and ways to do that, and different ladders in different areas to reach different spots. That's something, when I built the original pirate village in TimeShot Season 1, something I really, really, really enjoyed doing. So I wanted to kind of capture that again and do it again. So you'll see a lot of these little different runways, ladders on sides of buildings. Just, it seems like they're sort of random, but they're really not. They're all sort of planned out. They all have a purpose. Like this one doesn't have a purpose anymore because I built the roof, and now you can't climb up and get to there. But like, same with this. Like, this used to go to the top, but I will build out a purpose for some ladders here and there, so that I'm not just putting ladders on the sides of buildings. You know, they all have to have a purpose. They all have to be like you climb this to get to the second level of this, you know. Makes sense. Now, what I was working on, you guys saw at the very beginning of the episode when I was not talking. I was standing over here and I was working on this. Now, I've claimed this island and I've claimed that island. You can see the little sign way out there. Because they are so close to where my spawn build is, I decided that I would expand my spawn build. And I call it my spawn build, but right now there's no, see, look at how there's no building there. It's like a fresh, clean slate. But the two islands are in this map, and that's what kind of inspired me to grab them. I say spawn build, but for now, this is my only build. Like, this is the town I'm working on. I plan on continuing to expand it. Ultimately, I want to build on that island, and I want to build on that island, and even further to that, I want to be able to sort of capture that same feel where you can run across building to building, rooftop to rooftop. I want to somehow make it so that you can sort of do the same thing to that island and to that island. Now, I don't know if that means like having a ship here, having another ship here, and then like having some kind of a crane, and then being able to parkour across the crane and the ship's masts and stuff and get to that island. But one way or another, I want to be able to hop from one island to the other without swimming, if possible. Would be nice. I don't know if that means like putting a bridge across or what, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what looks best as we go, and well, go from there. So you can see that this is a double wide building. It's got two rows of 3. This one is as well, but it's 90 degrees to this. So long building there, long building here, which they will potentially look like this one right here, this closest building to us. Or I could also, because we got plenty of room here, I could do another similar one to that, which would just be me going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and there we got our 90 degree building here. So has this 90 degree angle to it. So maybe something like that. That would look cool. Dock, I just finished placeholdering, which is gonna be pretty good. I think I need to work on this part though, and how it ties into this. So I think, like, ultimately, since that all runs along the side of the building, look at this. Whoops, I fell in. Thank goodness for this water. Because this all runs along the side of the building, it's safe to make at least a row of 3 blocks of planks. There we go. There. So something like that. And then I might actually, because this is 4 wide, I might actually expand it all the way up to like there. I have to use some slabs. I might as well actually use the slabs, and I might as well actually go that full run. And then if I really need to, I can just go across like that. Something like that. I don't know if it'll look weird having the grass there. I would rather actually, now that I'm looking at this, and this is actually my building process all the time, is just building, tearing it down, and then building and then tearing it down. I'd rather have it like that. Make it look sort of natural-ish. Tear that away, and then actually go like that. Something like that. That block I'll have to maybe, or these, I'll figure it out. I don't like when the full plank is shown like that. I'll figure it out though. I might just encase it. something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. There we go. Once the grass grows, it'll look mucho better. It's the limit of my Spanish, unfortunately. Again, all the same color though. There's this same spruce color. Now that we've worked on that, I gotta show you guys what I have. Oops! Don't go down in there. Don't go down in there. Don't drown in there. Now that I've shown you guys that, I really, really, really have to show you guys what I've been working on the majority of my time. So like this only took me, I did it in the morning a couple mornings ago. I don't know if I finished my thought from before, how I was recording and my recording was not up to snuff with my uploading. But basically, like, one of the problems with that is that I will do so many things. I will update so many things. And then that encourages me to record more, which is good. I got to record so much to update you guys on, like, look at what I built here. Oh, this is my idea for this. Oh, this is, look at the roofs now. But then also, like, I haven't uploaded in a long time, so I just released episode 4, but I think I've uploaded up to episode 4, but I've recorded, I think this will be like episode 9 or 10 or something like that. Like, it's up there. I don't know if it's 9 or 10. It might only be like episode 4 or 5, but no, I just uploaded 4. So this one's going to be like at least episode 7, I think. It'd be very embarrassing if this is like episode 5. But no, I know that I've uploaded episode 4, and I know that I've got a backlog, so it's at least episode 7. I think it could be as many as 10. But either way, like, it's so disproportionate. So like, I'll do so much work and you guys can't even enjoy it for like weeks even. But for sure days. So I gotta work on getting a schedule going again, and that's something that, like, one of my tips for when I was when I used to give tips for YouTube and stuff like that occasionally was to say that, it's good to have a schedule. It keeps you on task, keeps you motivated, and encourages you to get those things out on time. So like, if okay, today I need to record an episode of TimeShot, and I need to upload an episode of TimeShot. It encourages you to have that in your pocket and get it out. And anyway, one of the things that I also suggested, though, is that eventually, like, if you want to maintain a stress-free schedule, it would be to not have that schedule, if that makes any sense. So like, record what you want when you want. Don't be pressured by people. And that's what keeps you sane. So I'm going to be frank. I'm going to go a little insane with the new upload schedule. But it needs to be done in order to get the content out. And the more content, the more you guys get to see. The more content, obviously, the more views and subscribers and all that kind of stuff. All the good things that come with being a YouTuber. So let's get into this episode, though. Episode where I was going to showcase some stuff, and then we just end up ranting. It's the way TimeShot always goes. But look at what Dave, this is Dave. Yes, the Dave, the one and only, made a triumphant return to TimeShot after being basically on hiatus for ages. And he's working on this hub, and I'm sort of spoilering it here, but it's definitely not finished. It's far, far from being 100% done. But look at the huge progress so far on what he's done. And he was inspired, he said, by my episode where we went and did the memories, where we went through season 1 and 2, and we flew around. And one of the things I stopped and looked at was season 1's hub. And I made some comments about how I would love something like that to be a fixture in season 3 again, because that was something that, like, it was truly inspiring to me, a hub that looked so good like that. And so we sort of were teasing Dave, and we're like, hey, come in and just finish the spawn area, would you? Hurry up and finish spawn. And funny enough, he decided yes he would do that, and so yeah, he's been working on it, and it's sort of the other inspiration he got is from these you'll see where there's like a rift in the ground, and then a portion of this thing will be in the overworld, and a portion of this thing will be in the Nether. So here's the overworld portion, and then picture from the Nether, the ceiling of the Nether, the other half of the hourglass coming down. So potentially the hourglass shape and look from season 1. Looks really cool, the rift in the ground. And this is the portal into the Nether. Now, this is where I've been doing the majority of my work. So Dave is working on the overworld. I am working on this. Welcome, everybody, to the Nether Hub, Season 3. Already, unbelievably, far more advanced and ahead of where Season 2, the entire season, for potentially, like, what was it, 2 years or something. 2 years, and we didn't have it completed even this much, in my opinion. But granted, there was a lot of digging that had to happen, and in this we lucked out and just had a spawn area where it was all open up. So I only really had to dig out pretty much from where I'm standing to that wall, and then the rest was pretty open. Like the entire rest of it was open. Placing the walls took about a day or two. No, it took 2 days. And then the ceiling took 1 day. The floor, gathering the blocks really didn't take all that much time. And then it's just been placing blocks. So coming up with a design for the floor for the most part. This is what I came up with for various, what is this? There's just signs floating there. Excavation desert, yes. Which I will maybe show you guys too. It's not that important, but these are the designs I came up with Wynn's approval, of course. I asked her while she was passing by, and she said she liked this color better. I actually had 2 different variants. One was red, one was black. She liked the black with the red accents. So that's what I went with. And now I've just kind of been designing the corner. Right now I have the magma block inside, which I think looks really cool. I think it's appropriate. I also tried Nether wart. I also tried what else did I try in there? Nether wart, magma block. Oh yeah, the shroom lights. Tried shroom lights back there instead of the magma, and it just didn't look quite right. There's one final idea that I had. Actually, maybe I'll try it out with you guys live here so that we can actually see if it looks right or not. I don't know. Just an idea. Was to use the red mushroom. So if you go to a dark oak forest, you have those giant red mushrooms growing. Plus, you can also grow mushrooms. I believe on mycelium you need. Or is it podzol as well? I think it's mycelium only, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that. So don't have. I was just looking there to see if we had any there. We don't. I had to travel so far to get to the dark forest. There's one. It's in that direction. Beyond the world's largest taiga spruce biome ever. It's so huge. This spruce forest. It starts here, and it goes on for like 1,000 blocks. I kid you not. So beyond that, though, is a plains biome, and then a swamp, and then the dark oak. So it's in that order, and I was lucky enough to find dark oak. And while I was there, I saw the red mushroom block, and I was inspired. I grabbed them as fast as I could with my trusty silk F4 UN3. and I wanted to try it out. I just wanted to check it out. It probably will look stupid, I'll be honest. It's probably not going to look good, but I have to at least say that I've tried, because it matches the color scheme, and it would be eating me alive inside if I didn't try it, okay? So we're going to try it. Also, side note, I've pretty much stopped all the slimes from spawning in here, thank God. Obviously, other guys spawn in here. It's not spawn proof, but for the most part, things won't spawn in. So what are we doing? Oh yeah, here we go. Yes, we got the blocks. Perfect. All right. So let's just grab. Using my silk touch for no reason, but it's fine. All right, so we got all these magma blocks retrieved. Let's see how this is gonna look, and bear in mind it'll look different with the glass in front of it. So let's check out how that looks. Do this. Go down here. I don't know. Well, it's not. It's weird to say this, but it's not as good as I thought it was, but it's also not as bad as I thought it was. Stop walking in front of me. This guy just wants to go, doesn't he? Doesn't he? It's not bad. It's not bad, but I think the white polka dots is sort of jarring in a way. Is this? Oh, it's the same. I thought there was a second Enderman for a second. He's just walking in circles around me. The white polka dots are sort of the jarring part. Maybe if now I haven't actually tried any other like solid blocks. I haven't tried like for example red wool or red clay, red concrete, any of that kind of stuff. So or even like there's a black and red terracotta block which may look the best of all, but it's a matter of like I don't have that. So for now, just to be complete for now, we're going to just do this. Why do I have one more? Why do I have an extra? Ah, there we go. We're just going to do that for now. Which doesn't look bad. Like this might actually be the final design. This doesn't look bad at all. I like how it has a little bit of a luminescence to it. It moves. It has that animation, that pulsation in the veins of the magma block. It has a color contrast. It's orange, almost too Halloween-y though, if you know what I mean. Like the black and orange always, yeah. But not bad. It's the best thing that I've tried so far. You know, I thought for a minute that Nether Wart block was gonna do it, but it just didn't. I tried blue. Didn't look good either. So we'll see. We'll try maybe some solid color blocks or terracotta blocks and see how those look. Go from there. But while we're here, looks like yep, just about all, save for like 4 pieces of nether wart, have grown. So run in, and I'm using my fortune pick. Fortune pick does affect the drop rate when you use it on crops like this. So don't yell at me. I know what I'm doing. And we'll get a ton of nether wart. And the reason we need it, it's kind of ridiculous how much nether wart we need, but it's also sort of ridiculous how much I've already gathered just from this tiny little farm. And I consider this farm pretty tiny as far as like other Minecraft farms, how big they can get, and you could even automate it to a point. I don't know if there's a way to automate another wart farm. There probably is. There's something out there for everything. But look at all the nether wart I got so far. Look at this. Wonderful. Wonderful. Stacks and stacks and stacks. Now the reason I need that is for these red nether bricks. So you see the red nether bricks everywhere. They're in the floor. They're in the walls. They're in the everywhere. Okay? And I plan, like, this is not, first of all, I should have said this. These walls are not going to stay looking like this. They are going to have texture. They are going to have design to them. I'm probably going to do pillars up the corners, maybe even up the sides. They're going to have different colors in them. I may integrate some black stone in there somehow. Maybe more of this red nether brick. But one way or another, we're going to need a lot more red nether brick for just even completing the floor and completing these little walkways. So that's where cooking up netherrack comes in, gives us our nether bricks, the plain OG nether bricks. You take your nether warts. I'm showing you guys how to craft something you probably all know how to craft, but that's what it takes to craft a red nether brick. It's a pretty complicated recipe, all things considered, what it needs. But luckily, it's not hard to get nether wart. Getting nether rack, of course, is instantaneous wherever you want to mine. And yeah, so yeah. Let's go up. I want to just go up so you guys can kind of see the scale of this place. It's pretty crazy, the amount of work I did in essentially 3 days. See all the gas that were shooting at me as I was trying to work. Which, by the way, thank goodness that all of these have +1 knockback resistance. Because, like, while working, these guys were smacking me. The gas were firing at me. And at no time did I ever think, like, oh my god, I'm going to fall to my death. So that's sort of a thing of the past with the knockback resistance. It's so good. Owie. Plus, everything has mending on it now. Like, these are all mending. So, no risk of it breaking. But yeah, look at this. I love this shot right here. So, like, I take screenshots of this every time I have a progress update of my own. I take a screenshot and sort of show the other people on TimeShot the progress that I've made. Still working on an idea for this middle part. You can see I've sort of played around with different colors, and I've put glass here. It used to be different layers of slabs here, but well, I'm playing around with it. We'll see. Essentially, I'll build like 4 different corners here, and then I'll pick the best one and go from there. But yeah, that's the thing I've been working on the most. I think it's going to look really good. So far, there's really only one dedicated tunnel that is permanent so far. Okay. And that's this one right here. The excavation desert. Essentially, actually, I say that it's permanent, but honestly, because it goes off in that direction, it would make way more sense to have it actually, like, probably right here. But that's where my temporary storage room is, so can't use it. Or even like up here, so like multi-tiered. You can have a portal entry here or here or here or here. That's the idea. There is going to be probably a pillar that I build right here. So likely, like your portal entry will be like right there. Like there's 1. There's 2. You know. And look at this. This is actually, I believe that this, yes it does. This actually goes to the excavation desert. This path right here too. So, like so you can make this the path to the excavation desert if you so chose, for example. And I might do that. Though it makes more sense again to build it like here. So It would involve building a new tunnel right here, and then just digging out all the way to the excavation desert. Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll see. I really should move it, but that's like, it took so long to dig this tunnel anyway. So I dug this tunnel. It goes about 150 blocks in that direction. So it's not too far, but to move it would be a pain right now. I don't want to have to do. But anyway, that's where we're going to end the episode. Just wanted to update you guys on what I've been working on. Tell me what you think in the comments. And I also wanted to point out, like, I want to change this floor too. I'm going to have to think about this. One of the ideas I had was to maybe even have a design contest from the fans of TimeShot to come up with maybe even quadrants, like one fan designed this quadrant right here, another designed this one right here. So you'd have essentially 4 different quadrants where people could come up with ideas. It would be probably about, I don't know how many blocks that is, like let's say 15 by 15, and come up with designs for the floor. So there's an idea, but we'll see. I don't know how we would coordinate that. So just an idea, but I don't like this floor the way it is with the black stone. I gotta figure it out. I gotta change it up, and maybe going to the community is the best way to go about that. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Well, we'll see. But anyway, again, that's where we're gonna end it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys next time on TimeShot. Bye bye.